Right, welcome back again. Yes, I know it's been forever. Yes, I know I keep promising to do this more regularly. Yes, I'm a liar. I don't know where the time has gone. Well, I do. I know what projects it's gone into. Apologies again for not doing more videos. We're into August now. I remember it was just prior to the season starting, and now we're halfway through the season. Um, Crazy. I mean, Capel was our last show, and oh my god, was it wet! It rained from the moment we got there to pretty much the moment we left. The field was a quagmire. My trench, when I got out of bed, was just filled full of water. Um, for some of the younger, less experienced members of the group, it was certainly an eye opener for the worst sort of show you can attend. Obviously, no rain puts the public off. You can't get all the kit out because everything gets soaking wet, and it just turns into a bit of a non-event, really. However, it was still good fun. It's always good fun to be away with the lads. Drop is going through a big reorganisation of group structure, how we do things, why we do things, what else we can do. We have wound back the ranks to now start, well, the group structure to start at the rifle squads, not at platoon HQ, for a few reasons. One of the comical reasons is because people don't understand you can portray anything other than a rifle squad. That seems to blow people's minds. Why have a TO and E that we could use for structure when we can all just do a rifle squad and only a rifle squad? Let's do nothing else. Let's everybody do rifle squads so we all have one sergeant, one corporal, 8 privates and PFCs. We'll do nothing else. I mean, how exciting will the world now be? No, it's not the reason. We don't really care what other people think. We want to start from the bottom and build up. It makes more sense. When we first built the group as a platoon HQ, it was a good assortment of ranks for the amount of guys that we had. So we could have one of quite a few different ranks instead of just being, the regular rifle squad. Now we've got quite a few guys in the group. We thought, right, let's wind this back. Everybody throw your ranks away. We'll wind this back to 2 rifle squads. And the suggestion was made that if you hold a rank, you do something. And I don't mean if you have sergeant stripes, you go around shouting at everybody, because that's just not right, for one thing. You're not paid, you're not actually a sergeant, but you have the responsibility to make sure shit gets done. GFD, just fucking do it. So if you hold a rank, you will be, get the tents erected. Right, we need volunteers for food. You, and you. Go. We need water. You two, go and get water. Just so that everything runs smoothly as a group. That's the idea. So we're structuring that at the moment, and we put the question out there: who wants rank? Now you have to do something. And most people went, do you know what? I don't really want to be getting people to do things because they know my struggle when we're at shows. I think was a big part of it. So everybody turned them in. Yeah, we've all wound back our ranks massively. This isn't the only change. We've set a fairly firm date to when the group is portraying, so this is like quite late June, just prior to them leaving for Cherbourg, which I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but I think it's something like the 28th they left the woods, so it's some point in the 20s in July. They would have still been doing combat patrols in the area, so you still have that combat element to it. Most of the guys would have probably, keyword probably there, have boiled the CC2 out of their uniforms. So the CC2 uniforms we are boiling the decking oil out of, which actually was a piece of piss. I put it in a bucket with a couple of kettles of water. Then I got all the oil out and I put it through the washing machine. Job done. It now has a slightly faded look to the reinforcing, which is ideal because they would have done. Well, some of them almost went grey after being boiled so much in those giant Calvados pots you see in the pictures. So many people are going through that process at the moment. If you've done it in anything other than decking oil, then I laugh at you, because you know we did say from day one we should all do everything the same. What else? Yeah, rewinding back to Capel, nice wet show. We had a few new guys come to the event. John Witts came to the event the first time with us. Martin Fireball, it was his first show with us, and I know I'm going to forget people. Of course, it was Alec's first show. Awful, Alec with an S on the end. It turns into Alex. Wrong one. It's not you, Porridge. It was Alec's first go, who was in the video, probably the last video now. So he has experienced the weird and wonderful world of reenacting, and I will get him round and go through what he made of it all. Because, you know, for a first show, it was very wet. There wasn't much public. There were some new members who obviously, again, new members are a bit like, what the hell is going on? What do we do? Should I be helping with this? And then the experience was just sort of get on and do things. So it's interesting that he got to see all aspects, of course, the miserable weather, and then a big group upheaval, lots and lots of changes. It'd be interesting to get his thoughts on the glimpse of what he saw we were to the glimpses of what we're going to improve and adapt into. Oh, if I've forgotten to say it was your first show, I'm sorry. We met, again, lots of members of the public, chatted with them. We met a lady called Debbie and her son Connor, and Connor had appeared the one time I'd left the camp to go and have a quick wander round, and I came back to, there he is, there I am. And obviously Connor is a big fan of these stupid videos. I have no idea why. And then we had a good conversation for quite a long time, really, just chatting about general stuff. And I said, look, if you guys want to come round, you're more than welcome. Come around the office, we'll go through all the kit and collection, and you can play with whatever you like. There is so much stuff here, it's unbelievable. And I actually had a message this morning, so that's, you know, what was Capel, weeks ago, saying, you know, can we still come up? Yeah, of course you can. Just give me a date. I don't need any notice. Just come round. Yeah, no, really nice lad. I can't remember how old you are, Connor, so apologies when you see this, not if you see this. I'm going to say 13-ish, I'm just guessing. Really nice young lad, head screwed on, wants to do the hobby properly, which, you know, is a fantastic thing in itself. Probably actually wants to do it better than most of the people actually already in the hobby. Asked the awful question of, you know, what groups take under 18s, which is never a good one, because when you are younger you want to get involved and then you're told no, you can't until you're older, and it's almost like, if he couldn't join a group, then will he still be interested in, you know, like 5 years time or 4 years time or whatever? It's a tough line. It's an awful thing, the whole insurance purposes for groups, because you want to get the youngsters in as soon as possible, with the proviso that they look correct. You know, some 14-year-olds, you know, they look like, you know, really young, really small, and then you get some 14-year-olds which, you know, are 6 foot tall and seem to have a goatee. So those can easily get away with it, but it's the age factor which kills it. But again, that's just one of those things in the hobby we have to work around. But a big thing that's occupied all my time, which is now finally done, thank God. The book, as it's just become known. Let's start from the beginning. Let's make some more sense out of this. So I'm facing this way because that's where the light's coming in. I've got the lights off because it's spanking hot in here. So we're all familiar with that book, I'm sure. I'm sure almost all of us have a copy of that book. I mean, you can see how old mine is. It's literally faded. It's falling apart. It really is that old, used and abused. Now, it went out of print ages ago, and a lot of people said, you know, you need to print more, you need to print more, you need to print more, and the answer was pretty much no. And one day off the cuff, I made that comment, bollocks to it, we'll do our own. And I sort of toyed with the idea, I mean, this is going back years. I toyed with the idea and thought, you know what, sod it, let's do it. Let's do it, a massive, massive book, and let's include everything US Army, World War One to World War Two. And so this crazy project started. We found all the schematics for things, all the, you know, for webbing and mess tins and helmets. And right, okay, well that's an interesting thing to go in with the book as well. So that sort of started me along one path. Item, schematics, easy. Of course, I couldn't get schematics for everything, so that was never going to work. And then a few companies said, you know what, we don't mind you using our pictures. There was a company called 44th Collectors. I'm going to say it wrong, aren't I? Emporium or something. They're online. Always. They know I'm doing these videos, I'm sure. And wow, that website is full of amazing pictures. They have sold some amazing bits of US kit over the years, both World War I and World War II. Fantastic. I've had a few bits from them, including miniature CIBs and all sorts of stuff. But wow. And there was a few other companies who said, yeah, we don't mind using our pictures, just give us a mention. Fantastic. Done. And then I saved all these pictures, and my God, wow! As well as going through all of my own collection and taking photographs of all that, also to bulk it out, it has turned into a massive, massive book. But it's still not all in there. So I mean, people keep joking, or were joking at the time I was writing it. Oh well, you can just put that in the next one. The next one, I haven't even finished this one yet. But it is now finally done. Now, we're all familiar with that format, which is copied from, I use the word inspired, from all of the Supply Master catalogues. If you look at the sort of titling, the page numbers, all of that is exactly the same format as this book. And I thought, you know what? As we are doing, you know, a catalogue style, exactly like this sort of thing, let's keep the same format as these and as that. It's all nice and familiar. I mean, these are great. If you ever see these catalogues for sale, there are so much in them. And again, these were just reproduced. You'll see it on the bottom, or sometimes inside, reprinted by George A. Peterson. And he went, I don't know when he did these, I want to say quite a while ago. He went through, he got original ones of all of them and reproduced them, and boom, they were then available for collectors, which are fantastic. They pop up every now and again for sale. I got a stack of them from Gary Howard, actually, before he passed away at one of the shows. And they are a fantastic tool. So, then what we have, Jesus Christ, I forget how heavy this thing is. We have this monstrously thick GI Collector's Guide, and it is just simply called the GI Collector's Guide. It doesn't need any other title. I don't need to plaster my name all over the sides and the front. It's just about visible at the bottom, just because, you know, you're buying a book for the book's sake, not to see my name. There's no about me section, because gives a shit. But again, you know, axes and schematics, pickmatics, wire cutters, 44 suspenders, shoulder pads, grenade bandoliers, M1936, BAR belts, and there is just tons and tons of information. And it's not just you know, a picture with a name. That is actual real information in it, from manufacturer's details, variations in things. Sometimes you get how many quantities were made by certain companies. And again, it's World War I to World War US Army. No Marine Corps, no Navy. And again, a whole list of manufacturers for the M43 uniforms, shirts and accoutrements. All the different earlier ranks that I had to draw out. That was a fun day. Some rare enamelled collar dogs. Honestly, there's just so. Oh yeah, all the patches and variations. We go into weapons, bazookas, trench knives. How many each manufacturer made of them. Some of the converters for code, gas masks, dog tags. I mean, it's over, what is it, 400 and something pages, 423 on page numbers, but it's more than that because there's stuff at the start and the index doesn't count. I think it's roughly about 440 pages. It weighs over 2 kilograms. It's solid hardback, it's full colour throughout, and you can get it from me, and only me, and me. That's it. It's not going to ever be assigned a ISBN number because there's no fucking point. All you do is then it's officially a book, and you have to pay to have copies sent to like the book libraries. I don't care. What? Ooh, my book's in the book library. Great. And what do I get for that? Absolutely nothing. I have to pay for the number. I have to pay to send them copies. No, you're okay. You play your game. I'll play mine. I'm happy that it's not officially a book. Who cares? Yeah, if you get it from me direct, as in send me the money, I will tell the printers to print it, and they will ship you it direct, saving all the double shipping. Because otherwise, they have to ship it to me. They charge me a £5. Then I have to ship it to you. That's another £5. So £10 on the price straight away. What's the point? You can have your own copy, freshly printed, delivered straight to you from the printers. And I've actually forgotten the price. I think it works out £60 the book and a £5 fit shipping. I think they charge me £5.50, but hey, you can have the 50p on me. Get yourself like half a Freddo or something. So yes, it's available now. You can buy it through eBay. It's going to cost you more because it costs me more. So by all means do that if you want to. Again, it's the same process. I've said on eBay 3 weeks. It usually takes them a week to print it and ship it. I've said 2 weeks, allow up to 3. If you buy it through eBay, it'll be the same thing. I will order it from the printers. They will ship it to you. Simple. It's all done. It's all tracked through them, so I know when it arrives because I just look on my portal with the printing company. So yeah, it's there. It's honestly, when I opened the box, I went, "Oh my god, I made this." It's actually quite staggering to flick through. That one has got loads of mistakes in it that have been subsequently corrected. I'm sure there will be other spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, weird little things like pictures over the top of some text and just odd little oddities. But because of the way we're printing it, if people let me know, I can change it for the next one. And then the book will continually grow. Easy. You, of course, won't get the benefit of what you fixed, but let me know a few things you fixed and I'll stick your name in it and give you a thank you. I can't say fairer than that. Then we all win. Patches, as well as books, patches have occupied the rest of my time. I wish there were more than 24 hours in a day. That patch machine, except now, because I've turned it off, you can't see it, I've buried it right at the back of the office, so I've got a sound barrier between me and it, has been going non-stop. It really has. I have been doing everything. Phantom patches, Air Force patches, oddities like the Alamo Scouts, which you can't really see the colour of because it's dark in here, but it is good. It is good. What's my pile of ones to put in the... Oh, that's another Alamo Scouts one. Somebody asked for some Air Force thing. Apologies for the colours. Armours. People are loving armours. 12 GP is. Second, obviously, are always selling fast. Somebody wanted 4th. Somebody wanted 6. Somebody wanted 7. Somebody wanted 8. Somebody wanted 16. And then, I love this one. GI 4145, the group, wanted their own patch. And so they sent me that design and I went, wow. That is a really well designed patch. Unfortunately, because I have no memory, I can't remember the girl who designed it, because they said on Facebook, she was, I designed that, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's a really, really good looking patch. And, oh god, complete mind blank. Oh shit. I'm so good with names, it's unbelievable. So Mr. I can't remember your name. I did those. You're going to laugh at me and call me an idiot. How can I forget your name? It was some anniversary thing, and I said, could you do these? I want a load. Yeah, no, we'll work it out. It was a bloody nightmare. The planes are so small, and with the invasion stripes, it was a fun one to do. That involved lots of swearing, banging my head on the desk, and lots of thread breaks, which are it's just time consuming as anything. But it was done. It come out good. It does look good. Today I had to run off a whole batch of 83rds, some with OD borders, which are yay, and then a whole load with black borders. I think there's about 4 different types of that patch that I do, for a really particularly uninteresting and undesirable patch. You know, why not? I don't want just one of something. We shouldn't all look the same. There should be some variation. I had a film company in the US contact me and said, you know, we need a load of pit patches for something. What do you recommend? And they wanted some like 4th infantry, and I said, well, most guys would have had this version, but then an odd few would have had other versions, a British-made version, the square version, as opposed to the diamond-shaped one. You know, just mix a few of those in, and they were like, wow, this is amazing. We didn't know this. And why would you know this? It's weird. So, you know, we want to include as many different versions as we can, just so they are available should people want them. You know, you look at all the companies that supply us with kit. They're always improving their uniforms, webbing. The patches are always bog standard, one design, and mostly shit. Why? There is no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. They improve everything else and ignore the patches. I do not understand. I won't get the patch folders out because it's just, I mean, there's 4. No, there's not. There's 3. Jesus, I can't even count to 3. There's 3 massive folders now that are full of patches. I mean, I don't know. We must be getting close to 1,000 different designs of patches. All the infantry patches, garrison cap patches, the ovals, Air Force patches. I've started to do the Air Force standard wings, like the 8th one, but without being the 8. I think there's about 8 versions of that. There's some really ugly versions too, like really ugly. Not just on like orange wool, but even on the blue twill with maroon coloured wings. They're just weird. They really are weird. But I get orders for all sorts of patches. Could you make this? Yeah. Could you do this? Yeah. I can't do bullion. Do not ask me for bullion. And even if I could make bullion, I still wouldn't. They are the ugliest things going. They really are. Oh shit, I've just remembered something. Oh, I'm such a knob. I was supposed to do something for somebody and I've completely forgotten. And now, whoever asked for the World War I chevrons, I've only just remembered. I'm sure you paid. If you see this, please ping me a message. Crap, because I can't remember who you are. And I don't think I wrote it down. Well, on that bombshell, I am going to log off and get back to making bloody patches. Okay, until next time, which I'll try not to leave as long. Laters.